There's no such thing as filler episodes. There's no original canon that we're drawing from here.
Gonna play some volleyball.
We make the canon. We make it.
Mm-hmm.
Hello. Welcome.
Project Soundboy music.
Welcome back. This is Demon Gate Beyond the Shadow. This is episode 10. In the city of Dark Rest, in the country of Ikabor. Still, it is the 10th of Council. And, we're about to get into a fight. Or Midas is. Everybody's not here, right?
I'm here.
I'm here.
Good to go.
I'm here.
Shu will be returning shortly to the Discord.
We've just moved to the computer.
Mm-hmm.
I have an idea here. I'm Rogue, the Game Master for tonight. And... I have a icebreaker question for the characters that are playing this evening. And it is, what change have you made in your life that brings you pride?
That's a tough one.
That's got to be
In character
a
or
tough
out
one.
of character? I assume in character.
Yeah, in
No,
character.
we're just telling our
yes.
life story.
Even though it'd be so much easier to be out of character.
I have an answer to this one, actually.
Okay.
So, I'm Drakenburn. I'm playing Isaac, the terminally ill alchemist. A big change that he made in his life that actually brings in a lot of pride was his choice to become an alchemist and kind of try to take the reins of fixing the affliction that he has. It brings him comfort and a bit of pride that, you know, he didn't decide to just sit on the sidelines while others tried to solve the problem for him. Even if he's only taking small steps, it's still steps that, you know, he didn't take before. So, it was a large change for him.
Was his family involved in trying to help out at all, or?
Some of them were his siblings, his parents, for the lack of knowledge that he has of them, seemingly immediately gave up on him. Which, it's not exactly hard to blame them.
Yeah. And before we do like your scene too, like what you're gonna do and stuff, probably ask you like to explain a little bit more about who you're going to visit and everything.
Sure.
But before we get to that, who else? Anybody got anyone?
Well, I'm Garrett. I'm playing Midas, an old wizard who may die in this next combat, but we'll see. And funnily enough, it's kind of similar to the last intro. His proudest moment is also him becoming the wizard he is in today. His childhood was really nothing magical, no education, nothing like that. He was in the woods, fending for himself. And he feels his life's changed when he met his master, and through years of study, became the student he is today. Hopefully moving towards Archmage, but we'll see what happens.
His master was killed, right?
No, his master's alive, but he left his master to come to the city. It's been about 3 years since he last met his master.
Nice. Where did he leave the master? Do you know?
I think it's a nameless, like kind of maybe small village to shack.
Okay.
in the woods.
Awesome. Is it in Ichabor, or is it like a totally another country?
I would say it's in Ichabor because he was able to walk to the city without dying. So
Okay, cool.
yeah.
All right. And who's next?
I'll throw a slightly bigger one out there. Artemis' greatest pride was when she stopped following an example and became the example. Probably that decision shift came at the moment she murdered her sister.
Interesting.
That was probably one of the greatest moments of pride.
Nice. And you don't want to go into too much detail about that? But,
there may be opportunity to go into much more detail in the future. But, I mean, it was, for a long time, there was scheming and all this other stuff, and Artemide became much of what she looks like, or what Artemide became much of what they look like appearance-wise because of the example of that older sibling. And after that older sibling is no longer with us and was killed, they realized that they needed to take all the examples plus knowledge of what killed them and become even better. And Artemide fully believes that they are better now and are on the path to become untouchable and to supersede much of the rest of the family in ability, status, and possibly existence.
Nice. All right, and we got one more.
She will be back in a bit. I think they're just changing computer.
Oh, okay. We'll have to wait on Shu then. I'll go ahead and do this intro. It is still the 10th Council, and night has fallen upon the city of Darkrest. We last left off with the crew split up, accomplishing their own tasks throughout the city. Midas had gone searching for some information down by the docks between Dock 5 and 8. There was said to be a gang down there called the Black Hooks. That's right? That was the name I gave you guys before.
That is correct. They are called the Blackhawks.
This gang had attempted to extort money from some of the local businesses on Red Alley. They had claimed they were with the Valkyr and that they were collecting taxes, the usual 3 silver, that they would come by and take from everyone each week. The price for their protection. Most businesses just paid, but when they came by the Traveler's Fire, they were beaten down, and we all know what happened after that. However, when the actual Valkyr stopped by to collect, the bartender let them know that they had already sent someone, and now Midas was down at the docks investigating. One of Artemide's new slaves was helping him, a Minotaur. He noticed some of the Black Hooks were in the yard, and thanks to the loose lips of a dock worker, he went to the front, bringing with him some undead minions and the Minotaur. For only a moment, things were cordial, but then Midas said something to the effect of, "I'm going to take this place over and make you all my bitches." Not exact words, but it was like something like that. But before that, before we find out what happens, in this situation. Let's hear some information about what the others are up to and what they've been trying to accomplish. Some were still busy with their tasks, and some of you guys may have completed your tasks. I think Isaac actually was completed with the library for now, right? And then...
Yeah. Isaac finished all the things that he, had to do, and this is sort of more of a separate personal goal.
So Isaac left, and then what was Artemide doing last?
Artemide was buying time until nightfall, and that was by going over to the students' quarters of the university.
That's right. And what was Artemide doing at the students' quarters?
Work. They're rich. They're mages. They're going to be wealthy, and they're going to remember her.
All right. Doing a little bit of networking, I suppose. Be good.
Indeed.
And then Ryad, are you there yet?
Yep, I'm logging on right now.
Cool.
I don't believe Riot was here last session, right?
Yeah, I don't know what's happening because I was not here for the last 30 minutes of the last session.
Okay.
You collected gear, at the least.
Yeah. I don't know if you got a chance either to hear, what had happened with you.
Yeah, not yet.
You had... Oh, okay. I don't want to read that. You went to the temple, and you crit failed something at the temple. And then also you had witnessed a body being dumped in the canal. You remember that, though. I was telling you about that, right?
Yeah.
Somebody was dumping the body in the Emerald Canal, and then you got to kind of lock eyes with them. They saw you, you saw them, and it was the assassin, Avamon, this guy here, that you saw dumping the girl that had asked you for assistance, kind of like the episode before. You didn't really have time to help her, though, or kind of brushed her off, I think. And then that's all that kind of happened there. What would Ryad be doing now?
So the trip to the market already ended and they went back, or are they still out doing stuff?
Yeah, they went to the market and then they went somewhere else.
Yes, Artemide was planning on going to the university after. Apparently, she mentioned that she was planning on doing something later tonight and was just waiting until tonight to do that thing.
We could do this.
I don't think Riyadh would follow you to the university.
Fine.
Yeah, maybe he'd go back to the the tavern again to where he saw the body being dumped. See if there's more going on, or look for the body maybe if it hasn't washed up yet.
Oh, before that, do you want to do what your character would be proud of? Your thing that your character would be proud of? Everybody did theirs. Like a change in their life that they were proud of.
For the icebreaker question.
Shit. Got
What's
an
up?
idea.
For reference, Draco mentioned that his was becoming an alchemist and taking lead of his own life to cure himself rather than relying on other people. Midas, you're not muted, so you can explain yours.
Midas was along the same line of when he became a wizard himself, but mainly when he met his master and he studied and became a new person in his mind.
Artemides was, after her example in her life perished, she took the reins of her own life and murdered her older sister.
I think Ria thinks that mostly every change in his life has been something not to be proud of. It's been something super mundane, like succeeding in learning how to ride horses during his military training.
Okay, yeah. I got an idea. So he would have come back probably from the temple to probably the Traveler's Fire, right? That's where he's living, right?
No.
Where's he
He's
staying at?
close by at the inn near.
Oh.
He was actually looking for a new place to stay, though,
The Leaky Boot.
or eat food from recently. And that's how he discovered some other locations.
Yeah, we hand-waved was just another tavern or something nearby. And then after the spider thing, it's like, well, time to move.
I can't believe you don't trust me with these things.
Okay, do you think he would have gone back to the Traveler's Fire at all? After the temple and all that?
I mean, if
After
you're
the
following
temple
the
and
lead,
after
then
the... Yeah. If it's after the temple and the assassin thing during downtime, would be back to the Traveler's Fire.
Okay. So maybe like...
He spends most of the time there working, and then just like sleeps somewhere else.
So maybe we can do a scene with you there. And we'll find out what happens after that. You can decide like what to do. And yeah, and then we'll figure out what happens. But I've got an idea. All right. So I've got where your characters are kind of at in the city for right now on the map here. And that might change though, because we might fast forward a little bit. We'll figure it out. See how it works with the story. And let's go find out what happens with Midas.
I see a black screen.
Might have to grab the cam. I think I'm gonna grab the cam and just
Do you want to play a rat, by the way, Shu?
Whoa!
There's a rat that is available if you so desire.
Okay.
Alright.
He's your hired hand. You should play him.
No, he's not. I just hired him to watch over. Or I didn't hire him. I paid. I said, hey, make sure that that guy doesn't go into any trouble. There's already a
You
slave
handed
that I
him
sent.
coin and was like, yo, do this thing. That's called hiring somebody.
Yeah, but there's an actual slave that I purchased that's here.
Oh.
Yeah.
Plus, I gave him bread and we talked a little bit, so we're basically pals.
The main reason he went even is because Midas has been one of the few that is compassionate to a ratkin that isn't a ratkin.
He's just a nice kind of guy who happens to be trying to kill people who deserve it, but you know, still.
Yeah, I could give you access to him.
I think I'm chilling. I'm still trying to put together my notes for last session
Okay, cool.
and figure out all the gear and stuff because I couldn't access my sheet on my phone.
Okay, hold on. Roll20's being uncooperative now for some reason. Reloading. All of a sudden I couldn't access any of the sheets. Roll20!
How could you roll 20?
I always think of that meme with Captain Kirk. Roll20! Where he's like screaming Khan. Khan!
Yeah. Good one. It's a classic.
I always think of that early God of War one. It's like, Ares, smite my enemy and my life is yours. Oh, great. Yeah.
It's also a
You know,
great one.
roll 20, load properly and my life is yours.
Okay.
Gotta love the classic memes.
With the power of digital tabletop, you can be just as unprepared for your turn as you would be on pen and paper.
Is that Evangelist that you're quoting?
Yeah.
Alright. Alright. It is time. Everything seems to be working. Let's not jinx it. So, coming back here to the docks. Let's find out what happens. Midas. Had you already rolled? Do you want to keep that roll?
Yeah, I rolled a
Yes.
10. I think
Okay.
that's all.
Yeah. That's going to give you one tally.
I would assume you would really want to keep that roll.
That's a good one.
Oh, it looks like the
Go ahead and
track thing's nice.
yeah, go ahead and roll. You can roll for your zombies too.
Sure. They have a +1 to initiative. I'm not sure if that is in. I'll just look. I think the +2 is because of dexterity, so they might have a +3 if I'm not mistaken.
Zombies with a bonus to dexterity?
They're a little bit of the tougher breed.
Uh,
Is that right? They have a dexterity of 15. No, so yeah, their initiative should just be a +2, so that should be working. Okay.
All right.
Should I do individual rolls for zombies or just a group roll for zombies?
Yeah, you can roll individual.
Okay.
Runezetta. Okay, you rolled for Runezetta. Cool.
Oh, 15!
Pretty good.
Braxis, one of the ones that you didn't want to roll high.
Well, yeah, pretty good for them, not for me.
Don't need the camera in there. And there we go. So top of the order. This guy comes to here, opens this door. You see the pirate guy like swing the door open. He's like, "What's going on here?" And he draws his blade, and that's all he can do. Braxis. Braxis is outside. Does anybody want to play Braxis?
Rex is the Bradkin, right?
Yeah, he's the
Wow.
Ratkin dude.
I'm already
Alright.
playing one person.
Yeah, I'm gonna have him come this way. What was the plan? There wasn't anything really shared with him, right?
Nope, and neither with Rosetta. Rosetta was told to wait outside.
Yes. Basically just support Midas and Zach, because he didn't know what the inside of the room looked like, so he said, okay, come with me, follow, help me out.
So Braxis is going to like charge up and be like, "What's going on?" to Runezetta.
I am told to wait.
That's what he does. He comes up and he pulls out a weapon. Zombie 1. Go for
Okay,
it.
so that should be my tank up here. He's going to step forward right here. So he's now blocking the entrance.
He's got a tally too.
That's right. The talent, the +1, that's for defense, right?
It can be spent for
that's right.
+1 or for other effects.
And you got to call it
Is this-
beforehand.
Is this a fence right here? Can they pass over it, or did you say?
It is a wooden construction. Yeah, like a little gate. Yeah, but it is very few structural hit points.
They can probably jump over it, though.
You get smashed through it. Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. So my zombie here is going to move forward, and he's trying to attack this captain. He has Rotten Strike. That's for just his unarmed attack, or is it for any attack he uses?
Yeah, any unarmed attacks will be affected with Rotten Strike. He's got to bite him or claw him or something.
And what is the actual details of Rotten Strike? It adds toxicity to his stats, right?
If they're hit, if he hits a target, they got to make a body save, and if they fail, they take toxic damage, and they get an
use my
infection.
knives instead, then, because he can do bleed. He's just trying to do normal attack twice. It's nice. So that's 20. If only that was a crit.
Is this popping up, right? Yeah, that's there we go. Okay.
And that's a 3. I don't imagine the second one there.
A 20. He goes to defend. I don't think he has a weapon out yet, so he's going to dodge. 19, he gets hit. Unless
Okay.
he has something that can help him.
Defensive talents.
Yeah, let me check for something real quick, because he's not, No, you got him.
Okay. 5 damage. It's not a very good knife, but it'll do something.
It doesn't go through his armor. Alright, the second attack.
The second attack was a 3, so I imagine he just.
Well, it depends on how he defends.
Oh, that's right.
Okay, he
That
dodges.
one's
Alright. Next person's turn. That's somebody outside. You hear more commotion. That's done. Midas's turn.
First, he'll say, Runzetta, can you distract the captain? And then he's going to also say, if you all can surrender, I won't have to kill you. And then he's trying to do a spear at the fallen man right there. If he's crouched down, is there any bonus to attack or anything?
He'll suffer at -2, so that'll be on my end. Yeah.
Sure. Where's that casting? And I won't use my action yet. It's going to be a 16.
16. That's a hit.
Ooh, nice. So it'll be 11 damage.
11
Also
times 4, actually. So 44 damage. How do you kill him?
I imagine because he's on his knees from the hex I placed on him, he turns to look up to see what's going on, and a bone spear just right through his head.
Nice. I attached the Wilhelm scream to everybody dying.
And how much damage did he actually take before he died? So I added to my temp HP.
He had 6 HP left.
Okay, so not too much, but I'll take it. And then for my next action, I will attack this pirate with another spell. Trying to whittle down the chaff, so to speak. Casting bone spear. It'll be 17.
He looks up shocked and tries to dodge, but gets hit. Now, when nothing in the modifier, but when you get to the multiplier, 4 in there because you're 4th level.
Gotcha. Okay. Perfect.
20 damage.
Wow. Roll the 1, but hey, it's still pretty good.
Yeah.
And that'll be my turn.
Yeah, he gets stuck in the side and the arm. Alright, Runezetta. It is Runezetta's turn.
There's just a snort like a bull's bray, and then there's a alright. Or no, it's a alright. And then there's a, you know, the thing like right before a bull charge, the hoof just draws back, the head goes down. Like part of the wall chips as they start charging towards the captain. And yeah, I love that ability so much. Go
Thanks
ahead.
because this room expands.
Attack, combat.
Should be a Etherean charge option now, I believe.
Yeah, there should be.
Thanks to one.
Yeah, I think you're right. Racial unarmed Therian charge. And I think it'll... Do I have to add the martial arts bonus?
No, it should put it in there. Well, yeah, it should put it in there.
Alright. Attack, modifier 0. $16. Yeah, that includes the strength, I believe. Yeah, the hit modifier of the strength is 2.
Okay, cool. Yep, looks like
17.
everything's in there. Wide-eyed, he tries to jump out of the way, dodge. And does not. He is hit.
And that was a 4 action unarmed, so this is going to suck. Alright. Modifiers that modifier is not the multiplier.
Correct. Yeah, just 0 on that, and then 4 on the
It was
multiplier.
plus 1 damage for each tile, or 2 for Therian.
Probably 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 in the modifier, and then 4 multiplier.
Multiplier here. Yeah. And then I have to check their unarmed, because I think Therian increases to the unarmed damage.
And charge. Unarmed martial arts. 2d8. Yeah, it should be 2d8. Right?
I'll just use the unarmed or martial arts.
Yeah, that's
for now. All right. Modifier of 5. Multiplier of 4. Damn! Jesus! That's more damage than the fucking explosive vial! Holy crap!
This 11. That's enough to kill him. What's that look like?
Runezetta just hears, like, yes, Runezetta is a slave for a decently long time. People are used to them being slaves for other countries, gladiators, show fights, huge, big events, fighting animals. So it's a tough life, and when you're a gladiator and a fighter and a bodyguard, while in your colored life, you get used to fighting tough people, really tough people, and fighting like your life is on the line 24/7. So you don't learn to hold back as a Brahmin. Maybe if you were a normal Brahmin, but if as a slave Brahmin you don't learn to hold back, you learn to give it your all, always, or you're gonna die. So you see, like, boom! Part of the, even though there's like enough room, part of the charge with the horns just knocks out some cobble. Boom, 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 and then runs up, horn straight into his guts, pins him into the wall. The other wall shakes a little bit from the violence of the impact. And then Rosetta slowly backs off, and his corpse just slips off the ivory. Is that good enough?
That was perfect. I appreciate it. The riffraff should hopefully bow down soon.
Rosetta nods and begins sitting down again.
You guys notice the window busts open. One of the pirates is aiming the handbow at Rosetta and firing. This is a dead-eye shot.
Oh.
13.
13. Alright. Can only dodge, I believe, because they don't have the chi for the right thing for being able to parry with arms. So dodge, no modifiers to roll. 13.
Flies right past her face. The target's dead. Zombie Soldier 3. That would be this one right here.
Front one, yes. Let's see. Maybe I should hold my actions and see if they surrender, but they probably won't. I think he's just going to try to... Is there ability to attack while trying to render them unconscious instead of kill?
I think non-lethal blows are like a -4 to hit, right? But they still... Where's it -2?
Non-lethal would be -3. Cold shot.
And that was it.
You know what? I think I'll just try to kill this one just to prove the point the rest of the way.
Necromancer, if it isn't easy, just kill them. Then the sort of tactics.
Once again, I get one good roll and one terrible roll.
And not one on that roll, too.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
It's a hit.
That's...
And that one on the second.
And then, yeah, go ahead and do a fumble for the... Just go ahead and click the melee. So he's stuck in maybe the table. But go ahead and do the damage for the first attack.
Sure. There we go. That's 10.
10. So the guy takes 4. He does get bit.
If that's a... Oh, no,
Okay.
that's not it.
He's got to make a body save. Because he got that nasty zombie tooth going on.
He's down with the sickness.
Yeah.
That's right.
See if he body saves. He fails. Go ahead and do a 2d6 damage.
Alright. 1, 2... Alright, that's just 6.
6 more.
Mm-hmm.
I'll put a poison counter on him. He suffers more damage. Alright, Pirate 6. Let's see here. This guy runs in. He's like, what the fuck is happening? They killed the captain!
I believe they call this a hostile takeover.
He runs to there. He's like, oh, fuck that! He runs up to the door and then he sees this huge minotaur that's like looming over the captain's dead corpse. And his eyes go wide like, oh shit! I'm gonna make a willpower check. Target number will be 5. Oh, he's good.
He's pretty willful. I gotta give him credit.
This is that guy's best friend. How could you?
I'm the one that got him that hat.
I'm the
He's gonna step forward and I'm gonna go ahead.
He
and
had a
put him
family. Had
over.
a family.
Bring to the front. Burn
right.
one frenzy to heavy attack the Minotaur with an iron spear.
Doesn't mind stepping over his best friend's corpse, though.
Yeah. He comes forward and tries to stab the Minotaur.
That's gonna hit. Heavy attack, and they only have their natural toughness against this.
Oh, could Runezetta die here? Ooh.
34 points of damage, so that's gonna be -7 for 28.
Runezetta takes a stab. She's still standing though. She's good. And we're going to Pirate. This is the guy that's wounded and poisoned, infected. He's going to try to attack Zombie 3, and then he's probably going to try to run out of there. He has a sword.
If somebody like these two in the back have reach weapons, if he runs, is there attack of opportunity for them too, or no?
What kind of weapons do they have?
They both have staff. Well, one has a quarterstaff, the other one has staff.
Yeah, if they could reach him, that is possible. Modifier, no modifier. He is doing that. No, he's not doing a heavy attack. He's just doing a single attack. He's got to hit a target number of. Oh, he hits it. He's going to do some damage to Zombie 3. Maybe. Zombie 3 got any armor?
I think he only has a shield.
Okay, so 9. Unless he's got any armor. I'll check real quick. You can go to the
It says
combat.
he's padded.
Oh, he does have padded? Yeah, he's got armor soak
Yeah.
up 2. Okay, so he takes 7 damage. And you just click on him. You know how to take it off the green bubble?
Is there a macro to it, or do you just mean
You just click on the green bubble and then hit
Yeah.
-7 and hit enter, and it'll take it. It does the math for you.
Oh, nice.
It spatters blood all over the place.
That's
All
pretty
right.
cool.
And then he slices the zombie, but then he gets to the door. He opens the door, and he tries to run. He's going to get an attack of opportunity from Zombie 3.
Would he get attack of opportunity from these two, because he's leaving their range as well?
And if they have ranged weapons, yeah.
Okay,
they,
I'll start with Zombie 3. That's a 20.
all right.
Alright. Then
Now he's going to be -1 modifier on this guy. And then go ahead and roll the other one too.
sure.
Oh, he dodges that one.
And then the last one's 14.
So he gets hit from the first one, misses the second one. Go ahead and do the damage on the first hit.
Sure.
Might not even have to do all this.
That'd be fine. That's 12.
Yeah, he kills him before he can even get away. So he's starting to run, and that zombie, like, what did he do? Did he stab him or did he bite him? Oh, he bit him?
I imagine, yeah, he turns to run, and you just see the classic shot of the arms coming around, pulling him in and biting his neck. With their ability to eat people to heal,
Yep.
that takes an action, I'm assuming, right?
That, it does. You can spend actions,
cool.
1 or 2 actions to, like, to start eating them. Necrophage, is that what you're talking about? Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, that guy's dead. Goblin Pirate. Heather runs in. Oh shit. Through the window, he has a grenade.
The deadly.
He lights it. I'm gonna say he lights it. He doesn't get a chance to throw it yet. So, outside the window, you'd probably notice it because there's two guys out the window, all pissed off that you killed the captain, you know. This guy's firing through the window, and then this goblin runs up, and you can see the fire being lit on that, or they're using like a torch out there or whatever to light this this grenade. So next round they'll be able to attack with it, but they don't have it yet, so it's being prepared.
Gotcha.
So danger out the window, because that blast could blow up a lot of people in the room. Zombie 4.
Okay, so he will move over here, and he's trying to attack this guy here with his stab. I'm sorry.
Yeah, thank you.
One, two. Both not the best rolls.
And remember, if you want to, you can do a heavy attack. You don't have to do two single ones. Just so you know.
Just trying to pin him down.
Yeah, just so you know.
Appreciate it.
That was 11 and a 7 at him with a quarterstaff.
That's right.
Or 11.
Oh, for some reason, sorry, one was unarmed, but both were meant to be quarterstaff.
Okay. Okay, cool. 11, he's going to try to dodge. He's -1 because he's already in melee with, or he's -2 actually. That's a hit.
Nice.
Go ahead and do damage on that.
This
This
fight's
one
been
has-
going exceptionally well for Miles.
Yeah,
It has been cleaning the house.
The
This
death-
one has
the
two
death of
handed.
the captain was huge. What's up?
That was. This one has two-handed, so it doubles the strength score, I think it is. Do I put that somewhere, or should I just do it when here, we'll just do it like this, and it doesn't matter too much.
For reference, Draco, they have martial arts, which uses the martial arts die instead of the normal Therian charge die. Charged 5 tiles, and then 4 unarmed actions from the multiplier.
Jeez.
Yeah,
So-
Therian charge is nasty.
That just
You just
adds two
rolled.
more.
He has combo attack, which is huge. When you rolled this up, that's when I was like, okay, we definitely need to upgrade the slave purchasing thing.
Mm-hmm. To update
I
it.
think that's done pretty good.
I rolled D6 for all the levels.
Yeah, which is on the website now. Did you use the website to roll them randomly? Awesome.
That's right.
That's
Great.
2 1s, and then it was +2. There was an extra 2 on the modifier. If you were saying it's using the double-handed thing, two-handed.
Yeah, my strength gives me a +2, but then the two-handed doubles that, right?
Yeah, it won't automatically do it. So you would have to put it in the modifier.
Okay, so
Or-
gotcha. So yeah, then just +2.
Or is that why you wrote a +2 in there on the weapon? You can also do it if you want to write it on the weapon, just +2.
Oh, I should probably do, well, in case I do one-handed. For some
Right,
reason.
right.
Yes.
If you do it just like randomly, you can do it in the modifier.
Yeah, so that's 6 damage because I didn't add it in.
Okay, 6 damage. It doesn't go through his armor. The second one, he's going to try to parry. And he's suffering -2 currently. But he's got to beat a what? Oh, he does.
8.
Alright, he beats it. He gets a tally. Alright, and we have one more, and then we're going to see what's happening with some other characters.
All right.
Zombie Soldier 2.
This one is actually going to do a heavy attack just to try it out. Action 2 actions. So that's 19. Is there a negative for heavy attack, or is it just
No.
2 actions.
Yeah, it's just 2 actions.
Okay.
It's good when you want to get past armor. What is who's he attacking?
He's attacking the one in combat,
Oh,
the one over the captain's corpse. Oh, I'm sorry. I can't move. I can't attack and move, right?
You can.
Okay, then this one's going to move over here to this window, and I think he's well. He's not using the shield, so he's just trying to try to block this window. So if a grenade does come through, it gets stopped.
Okay, cool. Defense. This one is -2 on the defense. He's going to try to block this one, and he's going to throw his tally in there. Extra. Yes.
Nice.
Blocks it. Shaves his ass. All right, that's the end of round 1. We're gonna go check out some other characters, and we'll be back to the battle and see what happens. Let's go to let's go to Isaac real quick.
What's the alchemist doing? Yeah.
That's a great question.
Drinking beer, enjoying his day.
What is he
off.
doing? Awkward social situations.
Let's go. We love them.
Let's go.
He wants to kill himself right now. Whoa.
Where's
You
Isaac?
could do that for
going?
free by joining Midas.
No, Midas has been doing pretty well. Isaac would probably try to catch his sister as she's leaving the institute, since she probably works there primarily as a researcher and maybe instructor on the side. You know, like a classic college professor.
Okay. Let's see. Let's move you over to here. Bing. Everybody have view?
Yep.
Excellent. This beautiful hallway. So, can you describe maybe a little bit about what she looks like and what, I don't know, what he's feeling or what's going on with Isaac right now?
Isaac certainly feels nervous. He hasn't seen it. He hasn't seen Faden, his second eldest sister, for several months, ever since he couldn't stand the look in their eyes anymore. He sort of, you could almost say, ran away, but he's an adult. He left very suddenly. So he's, of course, a little nervous, has a bit of anxiety about meeting her, and when he finally has eyes on Faden, who is, let's see here, 25, because she's 7 years older than him. The first thing to see is that they don't look extremely similar. There is a small resemblance between them, but one of the most obvious things is their hair color is different. Isaac kind of has black kind of almost tinged green, very, very dark seaweed kind of hair, versus Faden's, brunette orange. She looks... Her looks are actually, you know what? We didn't roll for that. Let's just... She looks pretty good.
Yeah.
She's very much above average. She, of course isn't a looker like Artemeet, who spends all of her time and effort trying to look better than other people, but she has a bit of a, stern kind of grace to her. She's got the floppy wizard's hat and primarily uses a wand as her verendum. Her, I'd say, green eyes are a little cold when looking upon other people normally, but perhaps there's a bit of shock in her eyes as she turns her head and sees her younger brother she hasn't seen in months.
Months or years?
Months.
Okay.
What is her like disposition towards her brother?
She is kind, but a bit overbearing. She certainly thinks she knows what's best for Isaac, because in her mind, Isaac is a helpless, patient who's like struggling to survive, basically. He's fragile like glass in her mind.
Hmm. So I think maybe Faden is, when she sees him, like her eyes widen a little bit as she notices you. And Artemide, please feel free to RP for Sadie.
Sadie's dead silent at the moment.
I believe Isaac did mention that what he's going to be doing is very awkward and a little uncomfortable, so I think she's beginning to feel that from him.
And you kind of run into her. It seems like maybe she's leaving where she normally works. You run into her in a hallway where many offices and stuff are, many antechambers are down this long stone hallway. She says, "Isaac, what are you doing here?"
Oh, well, I kind of like wrings his neck with his hands a little bit. Had to visit because I needed something from the Institute, and, well, if I came by without saying hello, I could expect you on my doorstep at any moment. I'm very much aware that I can't really hide from you.
Of course, you can come by anytime you wish.
Right. Isaac is like... He's not looking at her in the eyes. He's, shifting a bit uncomfortably. He can't really bring himself to just, directly look her in the face. He just doesn't want to see what's in, the depths of her eyes.
What is wrong?
Nothing's wrong. It's just been a bit of a strange day. How have you been lately?
I've been fine. Much to do. Many duties here. And quite a few things that I know would bore you anyway. But
Of course they would.
Are you alright?
Yeah, I'm doing fine. He's gonna freezed for a moment before remembering who's standing next to me. Oh, right. Faden, meet Sadie. She's something like an apprentice of mine. I'm mentoring her currently.
Sadie does that exact same practiced bow that you saw that she did 4 other times, exact same angle, same everything. Sadie's good at memorizing, again, the social nuances. Still does not have the wisdom to change it up a bit. And we'll give that same deep bow. Hems the dress. Nice to meet you. And then shuts up again.
Baden offers a surprised kind of smile. She looks at Sadie and raises an eyebrow. And then looks back to Isaac, says, an apprentice? Really?
I'm doing someone a favor. It's the least they can do. They did help me out ever so slightly. My skill set is both extremely useful and completely useless to people. As you can imagine. Not everyone is looking for a doctor, after all.
You know, I was wondering, where are you staying now?
Oh, I'm in a tavern. It's okay.
Is it not in the grotto?
He purses his lip, but doesn't say anything.
She almost rolls her eyes a little bit and says, you can just tell it's like a disapproving look. And she says, you ought to find a place closer to the Institute so you don't have to walk too far.
It's fine. Walking is good for me. Getting a bit of exercise helps. And, I mean, I'm able to afford it. So, it's not all bad.
What about your affliction? She's hesitant to say this.
He, freezes up a bit, and his eye is just kind of, darts towards Sadie for a moment before looking back at Phaedon with kind of the expression on his face of, please don't say anything.
Yeah, you notice, she's hesitant to say any more details, right? She says,
I'm
you
fine.
No.
No.
Yes. Of course.
Nothing's really changed.
She says, well, walk with me then.
Sure, there is... And at this is the moment where Isaac's, eyes will finally, make their way to hers. A bit more, confidence in his voice as he says, there's been a lot that's happened recently, some things that you should potentially know about that might even affect the Institute and the city itself. I want to give you a warning.
Warning?
The other day, I found my way to a party at one of the senator's homes. A rather dark ritual took place, and he would kind of get a bit closer and lean in, just to just in case, so that no one's overhearing it. A demon was summoned.
She looks a little bit worried, maybe shocked at first. She says, at a senator's house.
Correct. I believe Senator Vale. Right?
That's right.
Senator Vale. A couple other things as well. The Order of the Scion. I'm shocked more people haven't figured it out, but I believe they worship the Stygian gods. It's kind of directly in the symbol that they wear. I ran into a priest of their order, and, well, I noticed. So do keep your connection with them scarce. And one last thing. One of the things I was doing here, I was delivering a item that I believe might have some connection to Volhakis, the plague god.
Shh.
I delivered it to Donovan, the head scribe. If he starts acting strange or something else, it might have to do with that.
Right. Donovan. Donovan is a bit aloof at times.
He seemed that way.
Well, this is quite worrisome. You have been
Is-
busy.
I have to be. I don't have the time to be sitting around.
Well, thank you for bringing me this information. This church, the Order of Zion. You're talking about St. Andrew's Cathedral.
I believe so.
There have been whispers, too, about this place. This cult that's popping up all over the city. They've made a quick name for themselves. Buying up a lot of property. Creating more and more churches around the area, especially in the grotto.
I can imagine that their message resonates with those who are less fortunate.
They are pretending to be saviors of the plague district as well, telling everyone they're going to clean it up with their own funds.
That's Plague District. Volhakis?
Maybe there is some kind of tie.
The Convergence is near. Faden. Be safe. I know that you can see more than other people, but divination has its limits. Something is coming.
Would you mind giving me something of yours? Like a token, perhaps, so I can just check up on you from time to time.
I would prefer you didn't, but I can imagine that's not going to stop you, as he, looks in her eyes for the answer.
She smirks. She says, well, I still have a bit of your hair that I took. But,
Right.
maybe, something giving to me without, me taking it while you're sleeping would be, more preferable. I had to practice my magic, of course.
Right, that's the reason. Of course it is.
Sadie, just opens her mouth wow, but doesn't say, wow.
Isaac's
Look as
gonna,
bad as Miss Artemis.
something just, flashes in Isaac's mind of, I don't think there's a single normal woman that I know. They're all
There is
insane.
one that works at a bar.
No, see, there's a famous saying, in a world of people with one eye, the person with two eyes stands out the most. They're the odd one out. Isaac will, reach into his pocket and pull out a vial of witchfire. It's something that I made personally, so take it. In a worst case scenario, you can throw it and protect yourself.
She was about to protest, and then when you said that, she nods. She says, all right, then. That should work. Thank you.
Be safe, Faden, please.
And you as well, Isaac.
He'll walk off and head back to the fire.
As you're going, Sadie will go ahead and tug a little bit on your sleeve.
He'll look down.
Is the affliction that one mark that Artemis talks about that you have?
What are you talking about?
Miss Artemis says you have a mark on your skin.
Isaac's eyes are gonna go a little round, as he's a little surprised by this. Yes, it is.
Okay. Is it bad?
It can be.
Am I supposed to not touch you? Or does it not spread?
It doesn't.
Okay. And she'll be quiet.
How did Artefeed find out about that?
She blinks a little bit. I don't know. Do you want me to ask?
No, I might as well just ask her myself. Don't tell her about... Well, I suppose I can't really tell you what to do. But
She says that she doesn't want me to tell her anything unless you do something bad to me.
Right. If you could keep this conversation a little private, I would appreciate it, Sadie.
Okay.
You'll, ruffle her hair a little bit and then keep walking. Thinking that it's a great thing that he has this mark that's able to work as a mask for what's really going on.
Excellent. As that scene fades out, I'm going to jump over to Shu, actually, before we go to Artemide, and see what's going on here. Shu, you good?
There's someone in my room if you could do Artemide first.
Okay, cool.
I mean, we could do combat before me, like the second round of combat. Go
Yeah.
between combat, RP, combat, RP, combat, RP.
Fine,
Yeah.
either way, whatever works best.
That's cool too. Let's see here. Sounds good. Let's do that. Oh, hold on just 1 second. I think an animal is trying to get in the door here.
It's a brown bear.
Just like animals, like animals.
The music kicked in at a good time. These people are gonna have a bad week. Their employer just got murdered in front of them. Now they're fighting undead. Mondays, am I right?
Bad week? You mean bad rest of their life?
Well, yes, if they die here, I suppose.
Alright.
But if they don't die and they work for me, I'm sure they will have a great life.
I'm sure they will forever live and suffer in crime.
Well, that's a personal problem.
Round 2.
Fight.
Nice. Alright, cool. Let's see. It's working. Cool. Pirate. Another pirate rushes in. He's gonna help his homies. Whoa. Don't do that. There we go. Not quite on the desk. He's gonna come in and heavy attack with his mace. Throwing 2 tallies on that. Coming at the Minotaur. Oh, that's a natural 1.
Wow.
Alright. Well, let's see if first if Princetta natural ones as well. Nat 20.
That's the opposite of a natural 1. So he gets a riposte attack.
Runezetta will, as soon as this happens, Runezetta isn't told to fight, but after getting stabbed the first time, is annoyed, and will look to Midas. Midas, do you confirm that Runezetta is allowed to fight back?
Yes, these people have not surrendered. Go wild.
There's a snort and a nod. And as this person is charging in again, Runezetta will just grab their arm, and will attack. believe that riposte is just a one-action attack, right?
Correct.
All right. Modifier will be D6 plus 1, or D6 exclamation mark plus 1, because they have the Iron Weapon chi ability. That's a 17 to hit.
It's a hit. She grabs him.
All right. Modifier D6
All right.
plus 1.
He is.
That's going to be 20 points of damage.
Oh, is she just grabbing him, or is she?
She's grabbing him. She's grabbing him.
Okay, so like a hold or trying to hurt him?
Hold.
Okay.
Hold for next turn. I rolled damage because I'm used to rolling damage after attacks.
Yeah, no problem. All right, he's gonna try to attack her with his 2 frenzy, but he's suffering a -4 now.
Very good roll for a -4. All right. That will hit. Runzetta is going to spend chi here for Stone Skin.
Nice.
That's gonna be
So-
6.
So soak
That's
another 10.
30. Yes.
Nice.
2.
Praxis comes in.
Ten, 7, minus 13. As he gets stuck and wedged in.
Praxis comes running across the room. Is going to a heavy attack. This fight has gone like really well though for Midas's side.
Hopefully, the intimidation check will be able to end this mayhem. Oh,
I mean,
close.
Renzetta's tanked 54 points of damage, 54 plus points of damage. So overall, yes. It's because they haven't gotten to the necromancer controlling the bunch of zombies. As soon as he gets shot, he's dead.
I would say so, yes.
Praxis runs by the Ratkin dude, and he's got like a big knife. He slips past the zombie soldier, kind of ducks underneath him, and then catches the guy across the stomach with the knife. It is the zombie's turn. Zombie soldier 1.
Right. By the way, just to confirm, his shield wall ability, that only benefits him, right? It doesn't benefit characters next to him as well?
It does. Like if you're next to him, it'll give you a +1 to your defense.
But it won't give them a +1. That's what I mean, right?
The enemy?
Just-
No.
Okay. I'm going to attack right here. Trying to take this fight out. And I'll just do 2 regular attacks, I think. 18 and 5. Once again, same as always with this.
Yeah, he got a steady like. All right, he's gonna try to block. He's outnumbered by 1 now. Okay, so 1 and tries to throw up the blade to block, but he misses and gets hit. And then he tried to attack again. He's going to try and parry that one. He successfully parries. But how much damage does he take?
Is parry -2 now?
It is, yeah.
Okay, it doesn't matter. It would succeed either way.
Oh yeah. Wait,
That would just
it's
be
not-
an 8 defense roll.
Oh, that's a match actually. Parry goes. Tie does not go to the defender. So that's a match roll. I'll have to grab it.
Oh.
I'm glad you noticed that because that is an old modifier I put in there. 10
Yeah, we'll have
damage.
to change the macro.
That's right, 10 damage.
Let's see. Here's the card I grabbed for his match roll. Lost footing. He falls to the ground. And he takes 10 damage.
You never want to be on the ground with zombies nearby. They can
Right.
fucking dogpile them.
There's literally also a giant fucking minotaur right next to them. This is trampling.
And he's got to make a body save because it looks like he got bit, right?
That's right.
Bro's not having a good day.
Character's not opening again. I'm just gonna roll d20. He's got to get an 18, 19, or 20 anyway.
I think the bite roll's better than I have knives, and they do slash, so they bleed if they got the crit. I think it's better.
Yeah, it
Right.
depends on kind of what weapons you've got, or yeah,
Yeah.
the
Poison
basic
Sass is
knife.
almost always better. Just because it's just so nasty and most people don't have that good of a body roll.
Go ahead and roll a 2d6 again.
Sure. That'll be a
He
9.
takes 9 more damage from the toxin. He is infected.
He saw what happened to his buddy that got infected.
Zombie bites him. He's like, oh, God, fuck. Oh, what am I doing here? Why?
What do
You're
you
fighting
mean?
me.
Why?
Why me? What are you doing?
Wrong place, wrong time.
Zombie 1, that's it for zombie 1.
Yeah, that's all.
We got a Shadow Elf warrior. She runs into this room here and shouts out commands to the others that they're being attacked. Which then rallies the rest of the troops that are back
I thought
there.
this was too easy.
She's like, somebody's attacking us. Which means there's going to be a couple more people joining the fight, unfortunately. We'll see what happens. That's it for her. It's Midas's turn.
Would offering for them to surrender count as an action, or is that like a free action?
Yeah, you can spend an action to try and do a...
Speech or leadership?
Yeah. Do a skill roll.
Would it count as intimidation? I think I have speech. See the bonus to intimidation.
Intimidation would probably work too. Yeah.
I think he'll say, if you lay down your arms now, I won't kill you, and I'll even give you a job. Your captain's dead anyways. And that will be his attempt. And he has +2, because it's an intimidation kind of thing. 7, it's not that good, but... Oh, I should have used my token, but I forgot about it.
Who is he shouting this to?
Just the room general, just all of the enemies. I don't think he's really talking to anybody in particular, just giving a general offer of, hey, you won't die if you put down your arms now. You'll
You
even
also
have a job.
technically have driven.
I was about to say, I might use Driven for this.
You might also be able to throw,
One.
if you have a social pool, you could possibly spend a frenzy to add that.
I'm all out of frenzies.
Uh,
So it'd be just an 8.
Sorry, roll 20. It's being shitty again. Not let me open up sheets. find out what happens here in just a second.
Which browser are you using?
Google Chrome.
Okay.
What do you guys use?
I'm using
Okay.
Edge at the moment, but I usually use Firefox, but I can't use Firefox for Roll20. There's sometimes hardware acceleration setting that's on that can screw with Roll20, but you can check that probably after.
I used Firefox as well.
Yeah, it's weird. It's not,
I'm using smoke signals.
That's a good one. Yeah. Whole town
Very-
will see the results.
There we go. I mean, should be working now.
I was surprised how much damage our here was able to do. That was wild.
Midas, he shouts out his warning. That was one action. They still seem to be fighting at the moment. Do you want to do anything else?
Yeah, I'm going to make a aim shot at the goblin back here. I'm going to use my token to try to boost my odds. I'm going to try to shoot the hand that's holding a grenade to make it drop. If that's
Okay, cool.
possible.
Cool. An aimed shot will take one action, and it'll add a D4 to your cast. But since you used one to talk, the aim shot will be the second AP. You'll have to burn one frenzy.
Okay, gotcha. Then I will just do a normal attack then.
Okay, and then
Does that
you want to
make
add the one modifier, though, from your
Yes.
tally? Okay, cool.
What's the modifier for that?
You'll just put a 1 in there.
Okay. Oh, sorry, that's damage.
Oh,
Where-
good thing, too.
There we
I
go.
thought it was a 1.
Oh,
Oh,
it's
my
20.
god!
Oh my
Midas is
gosh!
fucking just MVP
You,
in it.
you hit the grenade. What the heck?
What did you want to aim for?
He wanted to aim for the hand holding the grenade, so it dropped.
Dude, that's awesome.
Even if that's a called shot, it doesn't mean anything.
Oh my god!
Oh, that...
Critical
I still don't
defense,
think the crit's enough.
Critical
though.
attack. Critical attack was 25, though. Critical defense was 21.
Well,
Yeah.
he did say that he was aiming for the hand holding it. That is a called shot, so there
It is a
is.
called-
Is minus 3.
Minus
22
3.
still beats 21.
22.
Well, no, I switched over to a normal attack because it's a negative. I didn't have 2 actions.
Yeah, that's fine.
Wait.
That's
Yeah.
no. 2 actions is not for a called shot. Called shot is just a penalty. It's not a 2 action thing. It's a penalty.
Yeah. So that's good. That would have brought it down to 22 still. It still would have been a success. Still hits him. And go ahead and do damage.
Brilliant. Okay.
It
Do
won't
I
be
add
critical.
anything?
Unfortunately, it won't be critical damage, but
Okay.
it'll be times 4. Another good thing is these guys are like low level. Everybody but
Yeah.
the captain. Everybody but the captain is low level. So you guys
I'm
coming
so
in
glad
here
the
at
captain died
level 4.
immediately because this would be so much worse if they did not. This would be
These-
so much worse.
These guys have like 20 and 30 hit points. Yeah, so you're.
I mean, if that kills them.
It does. It kills the
Okay.
goblin. It takes his arm
I'm-
off.
Yeah, I imagine he's poking around the corner, just about to throw it, and then boom, the spear comes in to get probably right around the hand.
Yeah, it takes his arm off. He basically bleeds out pretty quickly. The grenade drops to the ground where it is. Actually, click on Midas and click the scatter, which is the blue arrows, circles, the emoji.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, just hit direction. Southeast. Okay. So into the wall, basically. Go ahead and roll distance. See what it says. it would bounce. It would bounce off the wall here, and then it would go 3 more spaces into the boxes down here. Okay, so it's right over here somewhere. Midas is done. Zombie, Soldier 1, Tank.
Didn't he go? Oh no, that was last turn, I think. I thought he did go.
I thought he went 2 as well. Maybe the shit got messed up.
What zombie didn't go? Would it be the normal zombie? The one down here in the south, maybe? I think that might have been it, but I could be wrong. I saw a mage in there, oh no.
Shadow of Warrior. He already went. I don't know what happened with the fucking turn order. Let's see. She already went, so...
I think when you added new people, it just jumped up to the top, maybe.
Yeah, for some reason it did something weird. Ratkin Mage. Alright.
Well, would they be the next turn because they only just got alerted? Or are they just ready and they're coming right away?
Yeah, they're in there. They're in there now. Ratkin Mage is going to cast a spell. And for some reason that's not working. That's fantastic.
Roll20 hates role-playing games. It's bad.
Not sure what the fuck happened here.
They only pretend to be a virtual tabletop. Secretly, they hate every single person who uses it for tabletop games.
They want to actually torture the tabletop users. That was a pretty lucky shot with the grenade. Like 2 crits, pretty rare.
Yeah, it would have been very bad if you did not get that.
I was hoping my zombie at the window would just, block the grenade, but he probably would have taken a lot of damage.
Let me see something. I'm gonna have to fix that. Riot, are you able to
Yeah, I'm
talk?
Gucci now.
Okay. Let's go over to what I was gonna do a scene with you.
My room has the AC, so people come in here to get out of the heat, and then they're just like watching TikTok in the room.
That's fine.
It's embarrassing too to like RP when somebody else is in the room. I can't stand doing that.
I mean, they don't speak English, so it's fine, but they're watching TikTok in the background.
I could never. I always hated RPing when, but now it's like, I mean, this is what I do all the time. So my wife's usually in the
Jump.
room.
Acclamation.
My wife's usually like, "Who the fuck are you flirting with over there?"
Myself.
Don't worry, honey, it's fine. It's just for the game.
Some 25-year-old guy who
Okay.
who I'm pretending to be a female.
Some
Quite awkward.
25-year-old guy who's constantly after every woman he sees.
All right. Well, apparently,
That sounds
I need
like
to go eat a
Artemis.
bowl of rice. So never mind. Go to Artemis first. We're back again.
Okay. Artemis, let's do you.
Very well.
Where's Artemis at?
Artemis, after finishing up for the day at the university and as the time turns to nightfall, begins to walk towards a specific building. being St. Andrew's Cathedral. She knows somebody there that worships Beagard, a priest of Beagard. Nathella. Nathella is a much younger person, much younger, not much younger than Artemide. Looks like an adult but young. Nathella looks like extremely young adult, maybe. It's hard to tell. But Artemide has known Nathella since they were smaller. Since they first joined the Order of Beagard and was having issues with scholastics. Yes. In fact, I believe Nathella, I'm going to check my notes, was the one that I rolled a natural 100 on for affection. So,
What is her job?
Nathella joined the Order of Beagard as a priest, but is just has not participated in much combat, but is trained in martial combat in case the need arises. They are a cleric. They have a clerical role. Very young to be an actual fully initiated Beagard cleric. And they usually go out with, if needed, Templar squads, heal Templar, or perform ordinances within the church in the cathedral. They are one of the people that also go out into the streets to heal if needed and go outside the church for home calls or other sorts of things.
Nathella.
Ugh, direct competitor. Ew.
I would never give you up, don't you worry.
Nathella. What is her what's her physical beauty? Or do you have like an allure?
I do, I rolled the stats. Nathella is a 17.
Nice.
All of these people we just randomly roll, and they're always at 17 for whatever fucking reason.
Do it.
Oh no, I've got the token.
Oh,
I've
you
already
got
got
one?
the NPC shape made, yes.
Oh, cool. Yeah. Bring it on over here.
Right here. Standard clerical outfit. They've got the much lighter hair. They're decently pale. Not Artemide pale, but decently pale. So when they get a flush to their cheeks, you can usually see it. Freckles. I can't like show everybody the image control. I don't think I have the ability Control or Shift C allows you to do it.
This link?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Very young for their position. They were trying to get in when they were much younger, and were having issues getting in that Artemide helped resolve with some education, some pointers, and whatnot. And they've known each other for years. Nathella might be one of the longest people Artemide has known in Dark Rest. Yeah, Artemide visits near nighttime and tries not to walk within the building, and will usually get her attention by going to the back of the cathedral and knocking on the wall of the room generally where she stays, and then we'll wait out near the front for her.
Okay, and you said that this is a cleric of Beagard?
Yes.
Interesting.
One of the only religious-ish friends. I think the only one that Artemide would consider a friend. Well, as much as Artemide can consider people friends, she definitely considers at least Artemide a friend. Of all the things to... Of all... You're religious. Artemide, can I tell if you were religious?
And
But yeah.
and did you wanted to go outside, not
Yes, I mean
inside?
outside. Artemide's not gonna go in that place.
Yeah, especially at like around dusk too, because I guess it's probably going to be the time of one of the masses. So it's
Yes, especially after
probably
what she heard from Isaac.
yeah. Let's see here. Okay.
But
Okay,
yes.
I got an idea.
She was originally having issues with magical studies, and didn't have like funds and resources and stuff. And Artemide assisted while teaching in some other things. She'd always been pretty gifted in like the physical attributes, surprisingly, just not the other side of clericing. And was actually the role of doctor before. In fact, you probably met her briefly. Isaac, because she was helping doing the doctor work before you were onboarded, essentially.
I imagine you used her as like a measuring stick of like, does this person actually know how to be a doctor, or are they just like blowing smoke and trying to like rip me off?
Mm-hmm.
Is Makhan with you?
Makhan would be with me at the moment.
Okay.
They would wait a bit back. Artemide also helps teach a little bit of social manipulation and whatnot, and tricks to get into the positions that you want to be, in which case, cleric. And one of the reasons why she's ascended so fast.
Nathella.
Yes, Nathella. Greetings. It's been a little bit since I've seen you. I apologize. I've been so busy.
She seems very happy, very enthusiastic to see you. She says, I've missed you.
Well, I'm glad to be missed. Making an impression is always a joy of mine. But for now, unfortunately, what I've come to discuss isn't of the most... I'll just be straightforward. It's a very unpleasant thing. Not about you, but something in particular happening in the city.
Seems to be a lot of that going around.
Indeed. This one, however, interacts directly with the Watch of Bayagard, and I thought you might wish to know about it.
What have you learned? She gets very worried look as her brow furrows.
There's an orphanage that is called Sister Gale's Orphanage. I believe it is under the Watch of Bayagard, and that your god maintains its protection. That it will soon be bought out by another noble influence.
Yes, I've heard about these transactions. We've been kind of fighting against them, actually.
Yes. The Order of Scion will eventually be purchasing it. I'm sure you're aware, at least from your studies, that innocent blood is very useful in demonic and infernal sacrifice. Dark ritual.
This is what I've heard as well.
The Order of Scion, which wishes to purchase it, well, there's plenty of innocent blood in there. And their desires of taking care of the children are more so on the darker side of taking care of them. She looks around just to make sure nobody's watching the group, but knows that Makhan has things covered.
Yeah, go ahead and do a perception check or observation if you like, or for you and Makan.
All right.
I'll make one for Nathella. She notices you looking around and trying to, be secure in the conversation. You guys are outside. The suns are setting, and mass will begin. So around the other side of the temple, the cathedral, people are coming to worship, all different types of gods, the pantheon of light, and even dark, they come to these cathedrals, these major cathedrals like this, and many of them worship at different shrines and stuff like that. So it's usually a huge gathering, and it's usually like several different types of priests. They try to make a unity of it at these huge cathedrals, and so she looks around as well, and it doesn't seem like you're being watched or anything like that. You can see like a few other academics or whatever just sitting on stone tables and reading books or scrolls and stuff like that, but it doesn't seem like they're watching you or can even hear you from the distance that they're at.
Whatever happens, this acquisition must be stopped, or at least prevented before the convergence. You know what the convergence is? That is coming up?
Yes, the alignment of worlds.
Yes. Whatever happens, it must not be purchased before then. I can see if I can acquire such a building. In the meantime, or at least you can put my name not my name, just say that somebody else is also bidding for the building that can put forward a good amount of coin for it. And keeps it under the strict watch of Bayagard. That way there should at least be some conflict before it. Let me know if everything fails, because if it does, Nathella, I do apologize, but it may be time to take your duties and responsibilities as a cleric into your own hands.
She takes a deep breath, like she's about to take on some heavy responsibility. Does she know anything about you, like what you do in the Traveler's Bar?
She would. She was the doctor for a little bit, so she would understand the Artemis line of work and what she does. She does own slaves, but in general takes good care of most of them, at least compared to other slave owners within Darkrest.
She takes a deep breath and says, it's not only that as well. There is some trouble in the cathedral here. I think that the Order of Cylon has its fingers around some of the priests here.
Do you know of tell me if you've been informed of this, a priestess Madeira? A dark elf?
I've heard this name before.
It seems that she lurks here too. However, the orphanage itself is under the strict watch of Bayagard, and not the other gods. Even if they tried to pressure... I know that Bayagard has a high priest here. Or a high priestess, I'm not sure which one's in charge at this point. Either way, make sure they stay informed. And again, if need be, let me know if you need to commit any violent acts in defense of the orphanage before the convergence. Okay? I'll make sure you're covered, and I'll make sure you're at least backed up. I don't wish to lose you.
She smiles. nods, and she says, "I appreciate you, Artemide."
I appreciate you, little one. And Artemide will move forward and give her a hug and sort of rub a hand through her hair. Give her a little bit of a scalp massage. You're one of the only devoted probably left in the entirety of Dark Rest, and I find that admirable.
She smiles and she looks over to Malkon and offers a little mini bow, and she says, "I may come to speak with you soon, if that is all right."
That should be fine. I'll make time.
Perhaps have more information then.
Sounds wonderful.
As you're walking off, let's see, one more perception check.
Okay. $24 from Malkon.
Nice.
Got really lucky on the D20. Artemide, observation. 6 from Artemide, but 24 from Malkon.
Okay. As Nathala leaves, starts to walk away, Malkon, watches her do that little bow to her and stuff, and she kind of like smirks at the side of her lips, and nods back to her as she disappears. And you start to like probably go back over towards Malkon. Malkon gets this like worried look on her face, and says, "Do you smell that?"
Smell what?
Scent of sulfur.
She pauses and then raises her nose up. Yes, I do. And then she would slowly begin to smile. Let's follow it.
All right. Can we go to Ryad now?
Yes, absolutely.
You there, Ryad?
Yeah, I'm here.
All right, cool. Let's jump over to you. I'm on this same sheet here. Yeah. Oh, yeah, you're already set up. All right, what's Riot up to when he gets back to... What's his normal routine when he gets back to the Traveler's Fire? What would he usually be up to?
I guess since Malkon is gone, he would take their place and be like guarding the front of the business.
Yeah, that probably makes sense there. Head of security for now.
Yeah.
Normal business is at hand with the ladies. They're still about their duties and spending time with males and other females that frequent the Traveler's Fire. So there's people there on the pillows and smoking and different types of herbs and stuff like that, drinking different types of wine, business as usual. When you see one of the employees, can you grab me an employee, Artemide?
Absolutely. All right. Do you want one of the slaves or the other courtesan?
One of the courtesans.
Elnia would walk in that instance.
Oh, I've got an idea. And there's another one that this actually fits perfect for Ayla.
Aha.
She was in training, wasn't she?
She was currently in training, yes.
And Ayla knows Riot, of course, because he helped relieve her of her former master. So they're walking kind of hand in hand. Her face doesn't look as bad as this anymore, because that looks pretty rough. So it's healed a little bit, and it's been tended to probably by Isaac and fixed up. But she immediately sees Ryad at the door and smiles and starts to come over to you, Ryad. She says,
Go
ahead.
Go ahead.
She says, how long have you been here?
Do you ask in years or just for the day?
Just for the day, silly.
After some morning errands would be for the entirety of the business hour.
Where did everybody else go? Do you know? I heard some were going to the market. Did you go with them to the market?
Yes, only briefly. I do not know what their plans were after.
Says, I figured you were Artemid's personal bodyguard.
That is the case, but she is in a place where protection is not of concern, and Makan is with her.
This one here, Elnia. She comes over and whispers something into Ayla's ear, and they're both kind of looking at you, maybe longingly, seductively. And Ayla says, no, he's on duty right now. And then Elnia says, you have to practice on someone. And Ayla looks over to you and gets a little bit shy, and they start to walk off. I don't know if Ryad would be. Is he intelligent enough to get what's going on with these two?
He's pretty dumb. He's got 10 intelligence. I don't think he got it.
Go ahead. Make
Roll an
it
intelligence check.
yeah, make an intelligence check. I think it sinks in a little bit.
Oh,
The basic success.
Yeah, I think it sinks in. Then at the door, another person approaches.
The alchemist guy.
Oh, corpse.
A pale dwarf, right, with a green hat, and he's smoking. He stinks of the smoke, you know, and he walks up and he says, "Hello, friend. I've been meaning to frequent the establishment for some time, and I think it's been a while since I've been back here. No, actually, it was yesterday, I believe. I'm pretty sure it was yesterday.
Out of character, does he still stink?
Yeah, he does.
Okay.
Yeah, he's always stinky, and he smells of alcohol usually, and the opiates that he smokes. And he says, "Oh, I'm not sure if you're up on current affairs, but did you hear that the men that came by were not working for the Valkyr after all? They were, in fact, another gang trying to rake in the coin where they could. They were posing as the Valkyr. Did Makan tell you about this?"
This is the first I am hearing of it.
I figured you'd want to know. Didn't you make quick work of a few of them?
Yes. The ones that came here have already received what they deserved.
I could point you to where the gang is now for a couple of coins, if you like. Or maybe a free tussle with some of the ladies.
I am not in a position to make a decision for the business, but if you wish to share information personally, then we can discuss the price.
Yes. 4 silver would be fine.
And you assure me that your information is reliable?
Of course. Yes. I can point you to the right direction to where you might find these ruffians. They're down by the docks.
He'll hand over the 4 silver.
Yeah, 4 silver or 1 gold is fine.
A pittance for your cooperation.
He says, excellent. He says, down at Dock 6, you can find them. I think that they even work with the Valkyr at times. You could probably find them right now if you wish.
No, I cannot leave my post at the moment.
Well, don't worry. I could stand here and guard for you.
You are not in trustworthy standing to take my job.
I could do this job. You just stand here and look tough, right? I look tough.
Are you not here to play with a slave?
Oh, yes. Yes, in fact, I am. Thank you very much. Thank you. You want to partake? And he offers you one of the pipes.
Not while I'm on duty.
All right, then I'll be back when you're not on duty. And share of my fine wares. And he stumbles off into the thing. All right, Ryad remains there. Going back to the fight.
That'd be a funny cut, like, I'll do it later, and then you cut over. Just carnage.
That was his chance to show up and fight with you, but
He doesn't need me.
it doesn't make.
Rogue suddenly hinting that perhaps you should go help your allies. No, he's fine. He doesn't need it.
That's my riot.
He's working. It's fine.
Look, it's Wynn's character.
Alright, this one runs here. This one is casting a spell, and I forgot to do that. Spell.
Yeah, I guess the net gain the player's net interaction was I lost 4 silver. We learned nothing.
Yeah, but also it's funny. So you really made 4 silvers in your heart.
I don't like how one of them's named. That's scary.
Named ones are always scary.
And I guess I didn't get a chance to say it last time because I was in a car. But I think after the assassin thing, he would have mentioned to the group like those bounties are not worth it. That dude is like way more powerful than 50 gold is worth fighting. At least that specific dude.
That makes sense.
Alright, zombie 1 soldier. Did we already attack with him?
Yeah, we're saying that we think we already used that one.
Okay. And then, did Rune Zeta get to attack yet? No, right?
No.
Okay. So it's Rune Zeta's turn. If you're there, Artemide.
Yes.
Okay.
Runzetta is going to use a talent called Hack. As one of them is grabbed and the other one's literally on the ground, moves over the one in their grip, over the one on the ground, and prepares to just stomp on them both at the same time.
Heavy attack to both.
Yeah, I'm gonna combo this.
You could do a
Zeta.
yeah. You could do a heavy attack to both of them.
It's gonna be a hack, or using the talent hack.
Yeah.
So they're gonna be able to have to defend from the same roll.
You have a token on that character you could use.
So this is gonna be the first one. Fire. And they just have a minus to their defense because one's on the ground and one's being grappled. Or do I add to my attack?
No, go ahead. I'll take care of that. This one's on the ground, right? This one right here. There we go. 11. All right. This one suffers -4. Is taking damage, so you can go ahead and roll the damage. This one tries to defend, but is also -4 because outnumbered and on the ground.
Cool.
It's a hit on both of them. They're both taking the damage of a heavy attack.
I was doing, okay. That's heavy attack, half that.
So have that.
That is 36. Wait, no, 36, 72. Yes, 36.
36 kills both of them.
So you just see Ruzetta grab one, move it over onto the other person that's on the ground, and then just crunch with the hoof through one's guts into the other before raising the foot out of the gore.
Is that you're truly a tool of massacre? Could you do that charge thing on the approaching people next time?
Where?
I hear them on the other side of this wall, but I don't know where they'll come from.
Okay.
All right. 5. That's movement. And Handboat Pirate. Handboat Pirate is going to grab the grenade and throw it in. I'm gonna make a dex check because if he fucks this up, it's gonna blow up in his hand.
Does he at
Zombie
any time?
soldiers there acting as cover, yeah. Like body blocking the window.
Yeah. And does he go out of his range? Oh, never mind.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah, there's like a wall between them, so he can easily like duck back and grab it without an attack of opportunity or anything. And then he grabs it and fumbles with it, and then there's an explosion outside. Go ahead and roll a d12, Midas.
Sure. 7.
7 times 5. Alright. You just hear an explosion, and that guy dies. You see pieces of him fly by the window.
Well, that makes my job easier.
That's why you only handle explosives if you're a grenadier.
Alright, I'm gonna say the rest of them, well, most of the rest of them, flee, and the combat is over.
Sure. Would you say it's fine if I say my zombie eats this corpse to fill itself? Just
Yeah, you could do that, yeah.
Will that corpse be unusable, or just like a few bites you're gone from it, just so I know when breaking it down?
If you don't eat the whole thing, you can do like 2d6 times 10 to eat the whole corpse, and then it'd be a skeleton. You could use it as a skeleton.
Every action is 2d6 to heal. I don't remember what the ability is.
Yeah, the 2d6 times how many actions you want to spend, but 10 is the max for a whole body.
Yeah, I'll just do one action, so 2d10, so he'll just...
2d6.
Yeah.
Okay, cool, yeah. So 10, that would be 10 hit points for one action.
Yeah, and he lost 7, so he's back up to full of that, so
Cool.
he'll leave the rest of the body.
So he's over there, brains.
Runesetta just breaks open like the entire fucking window as they run out. They just trying to look for whoever looks most important because they don't know exactly who he was talking about outside the window.
Oh, Runzetta, I hear them running off. I don't know if you'll be able to find them.
Boom, boom, boom. Runesetta is fast.
Oh,
By the way,
well, there she goes. I appreciate the help.
I don't know whoever would look most important to Runesetta.
Go ahead and make a perception check for Runezetta. There was a couple of ratkin, but there's no way she'd be catching a ratkin. There is a couple of other people too, though, that she might be able to catch. But go ahead and make a perception check for Runezetta as she's like looking around for somebody.
Okay. Would that be observation here?
Yeah, if she has the skill observation, you can use that.
7.
She finds one guy hiding in a box. This guy here.
Does he look important at all?
Don't they know that hiding boxes never works?
Basically, he was inside here. He's inside the building, actually. So she looks around for a little while before she actually finds him. And he was in there hiding. You can notice some of the windows are open. Some of them escaped through windows and stuff like that. Yeah, but he looks like
just
a
doesn't-
sailor.
Yeah, she just closes the crate lid and picks up the entire crate and starts moving back. This one does not look important. Oh, no, they don't speak like this. They speak, this one, not important looking. And they set it down.
Oh, is there somebody in that crate? Oh, yes, I hear them screaming.
Don't kill me, man.
Well, I wouldn't have had to do any of this if your boss didn't try to attack. Sorry, they didn't try to attack. They didn't listen to me.
If they did
Important,
stop
boss.
defending themselves.
I'm
Very
here.
important to get your story straight.
Exactly.
Whoa, my internet. What the?
I'm here just to take over the business. Surely you still are in need of a job.
Yes?
Perfect. What do you do around here? I know about some of them savory things, but do you actually get goods from places?
Usually, we do. He looks around, kind of intimidated by the zombies that are standing there, and one's over there eating one of the guys that he knew.
Can't believe you just hit him with, are you actually sailors or just pretending to be?
That is brilliant. Guess what? You have just got a promotion. You are the manager of this site.
Oh, all right.
Unless of course you try to run away. That's obviously you wouldn't do that. I will get these bodies cleaned up, and I expect an inventory of people you need to hire and things like that. Just get me that paperwork, and I'll figure it out.
He looks around like, what the hell is going on? And he says, what the hell is happening? Who are you?
Forgive me. My name is Midas. I've come to take over this business. I heard there were some unsavory rumors going on, and I decided to clean up the neighborhood.
You killed the captain.
I did not. My friend over there did.
He looks up at the Minotaur and says, Captain, he was a good guy.
Well, can't you become the guy?
Yes, I can.
That's a good answer.
I am Eduardo. I am the new captain.
And I did happen to notice some of the other people ran away. Do you know those people?
The Ratkin and the other necromancer. I have seen them a few times. Yes.
Well, if you could do me a favor and offer them a job if you see them around, tell them I won't kill them.
I know that one of them, his name is Vizier. Ratkin. I stay away from him. He is diseased or something.
Yes. Well, I don't know if I want a diseased worker around. It might affect the others. It's not fair to you, after all.
The other girl, though. The girl, she was very pretty. Shadow Elf. I didn't quite catch her name, though. She looks like some kind of priestess.
Well, if you happen to see them in the streets or they come around for their possessions, what I now own, by the way, just offer them the job. And if they come to speak to me and we come to arrangement, it will benefit everybody.
Of course, yes.
And while they're talking, I guess I'll tell most of my guys, besides the Zombie 3, just to go around and start collecting all of the stuff here to, loot and figure out what I have now owned.
You do find something of importance as you're looking through. You see some paperwork and stuff like that. Most of them are like legal documents to kind of move barrels and stuff like that into the city, and free trade with some of the local businesses and stuff like that. Most of the stuff is kind of boring, but you also remember those barrels that were being shipped and taken to businesses. This is like one of those docks, pretty much the exact dock, if you remember correctly. Make an intelligence check. Let's see if Midas would put that together.
Sure. He also did clock that he said necromancer, so think you'd also connect it with that. Let me see. Attributes, intelligence. I got 9.
9? You also notice that Vizier the Rotten is a wanted criminal in the city. I'm not sure if you saw that. I think I showed that to you before.
Yeah, you showed the 3 wanted posters.
And you find this. There's a map in the gear of the captain that I will show you here. It's of Ichabor and the Shadow Sea. Yeah, you see Dark Rest on the map. And you also see some place that's not really on most maps called the Crooked Mists, and some kind of lighthouse. An old X marks the spot. They seemed interested in this lighthouse.
This is quite interesting. I'll have to see if the gang would like to come along for a little trip. Everward, is there ships out with employees, or was everybody already in the docks?
The ship is here.
So did I kill most of my workers?
Quite a few of them ran away. Well, most of them, the Ratkin anyway. The Black Hooks.
Well, job opportunities, I'm sure, sought after in this area. I hopefully will be able to recoup their losses and such. I do need gold. Do you know where the gold is kept here?
No. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I
the
didn't
captain
think so.
usually kept that to himself.
Well, I'll check his body. Is there anything you'd like to ask me? I feel it's only right to give you the opportunity.
He was very fair with us, and he split the coin, the treasures that they gathered. We would get a nice cut. Will this be the same with you?
Well, it depends. Are you lying to me right now? I will have my friend eat your leg off.
No,
I don't like
I'm
liars.
I'm not lying.
Can I make a roll to see?
Yeah.
Get some perception.
You want to do perception or charisma?
I think my charisma is better, so I'll do charisma. But this counts as an intimidation roll because I have a plus to that. Well, I don't know if it'll matter. 11.
You can tell he's telling the truth. Like he's totally intimidated by the zombies and the giant minotaur.
I believe in being fair to my workers, so we can speak about it depending on the amounts brought in and the like, but don't worry, you will be treated fairly. And no kidnapping. We won't do any of that kidnapping business.
Only Midas gets to kidnap people, no one else.
That is right. You're not here, but that is right.
Kidnapping?
Yes, smuggling is fine. I don't respect the authority of the crown here, so, or whoever's in charge. That's fine.
And then we're gonna flash over to. We'll do one last scene with like everybody together back at the fire, and that'll be our closing RP for the night, I think.
Okay. He sounded so sad that they weren't going to kidnap anyone anymore.
Yeah, he was totally down
did.
about that.
That was his favorite part.
I'm also a little sad about not kidnapping any. I mean, this is a perfect whatever. You had the perfect racket. Perhaps I need to teach you how to be a little bit more convincing.
Convincing. I got everybody on. Well, I got everybody alive.
Every.
I got one.
Yes, I suppose that's good.
The captain was just too stubborn.
Thank you for not letting my slave die. Even though they were quite close.
I do admit, I was trying to actually tell them to back off and move, but they're too engrossed.
Yes, Brahmin are simple creatures, you know, most of the time.
Oh, and I guess to everybody else here, I did take control of the docks, one of the dock locations, and
Welcome back, Tegan.
Well, I suppose that's good,
Sure.
as long as not too much of the infrastructure is destroyed, and you've located any secret entrances so they don't stab you while you sleep.
Well, my guards don't sleep, so that's one thing. But I did find a treasure map that we could always go investigate.
Well, that's interesting. I'm not sure if we'll be able to before the convergence, but hopefully we'll be able to make some time for it.
The
When was
convergence is when? Is it the 12th
A
or the
few
13th?
days.
I think it's 3 days from now.
15th. It'd be 5 days.
5 days.
Okay.
How was your day, by the way? Were you all good?
I walked so much. You know, heels kill me. But they are a must.
I had a very lucrative day, you could say.
Did you sell any of your product finally?
No, but if you really want to think about it, I did make roughly like 50 gold today.
Right, yes. The people I killed were the fake Valkyr. It's a real shame that I had to do that, but it's for the greater good. Who did you pay to get information on? We all got it for free. Actually, Ardamid convinced somebody to tell us.
I had multiple feelers out for the information, as well as on several other games. I am quite good at receiving that sort of thing.
Was that supposed to be an innuendo?
You dirty-minded man. Yes, it was.
Classic. Well, it's good because not only have none of my pieces been harmed, but I've also gained gear, presumably, once I clean everything up, and money, so I would be ready to move on more gangs in the future.
Try not to be too much of a shaker and mover too quickly, otherwise actual gangs will just send an assassin to kill you, and the ones that the actual Valkyr can send, if they find you worrying, they will just slaughter your undead without them even noticing.
That is a concern of mine.
I believe that one of the people on the bounty board, if I assume correctly, is actually an acting assassin for the Valkyr. And from what Ryad says, even if we were together, we probably couldn't take them on, let alone by yourself.
Actually, one of the wanted people on the wanted board were at the building, I believe, or at least employed there. It could be a different Ratkin, but it sounded to match the description.
I see.
That's interesting.
Well, it was probably one of the cheaper ones.
35 gold.
Not the worst, but also they probably had no actual loyalties, and since you attacked so brazenly, it could be assumed that it was a trap. After all, most of the time just attacking like that was considered lacking in intelligence.
Are you saying I'm dumb?
I'm saying that they probably had at least a few explosives that could have ruined your day.
Well, they did have one, but it blew up in one of the other's hands.
That's a lucky thing. If it blew up anywhere near you, you'd be dead.
I had people on it.
Well, I mean, it depends on the explosive, really. I think I would know a thing or two.
Artemis looks over to Isaac and then just stands behind Midas, hands on his shoulders, massaging them. Isaac, tell me, of the smallest explosives you make, would it be very likely for them to kill Midas?
The smallest? Not very likely to kill him.
The concoction of general use explosive. Ones that will be generally bought for the purpose of killing.
Do not like this
Like,
hypothetical.
I'd give it 50-50 odds.
50-50 odds are terrible per explosive for you, Midas.
Yes, but this was after I used magic to rejuvenate my body.
Well, I suppose that's alright then. Though assassins can usually do not care about that sort of thing. I hear that some assassins, when they gain enough experience, are good enough to the point where one shot from them is instantaneous death.
Well, Riot makes a interesting. He wants to test out his weapons and arms, but honestly, I don't know if I'm strong enough yet. Well, if it's all, maybe we could take one, but the bounty board seems to be quite dangerous.
You know what, though? You were looking for the necromancer, right? Maybe you could take over some of his supplies. We could do some general expansion. Maybe I could take over the place near the docks, say that it was abandoned by you, and that you were just looking for employees, apparently, and that you sold the terrain to me. Then if we were to fight the necromancer, yes. Or maybe that's too big of a target immediately, and we can start with the ratkin.
Well, I need to get my ducks in order, so to speak. I need to make this. I need to organize the staff and do all the boring work. I need to start getting gold. You don't pay me that much.
It's true, I don't pay you that much, because you don't do nearly as much as Ryad, no offense.
Has Ryad taken out a local gang? I do not think so.
That local gang wasn't affecting me in the slightest.
Well, they did actually send people to your. Actually, no, they sent them across the street.
Yes.
So they could have
Maybe
came
ambushed
here.
them in my building.
Fair point.
The orc and the assassin, yes, I suppose. The Ratican is the easiest at 30 gold, and likely won't have any magic trickery. I suppose it would depend on the confidence of each of the other two, whether to go after Avamon or Vizur.
Also,
Well-
35 gold split between us all is not that much.
You underestimate how much an average person earns, Midas, in civilization. Do not use me and Isaac as average representation.
Well, we are
And I
not
pay
average.
Ryad very well.
Fair enough.
To give you an idea, measure some people's daily income in bits. Not coppers and not silvers.
Which is, I've noticed the prices here are outrageous for what people get. Like that, the shields I bought, they were 5 silver a pop.
Oh, yes, I mean,
Every
the average person isn't really going to be buying a shield. They don't have a use for it.
Do you not agree that this area is quite dangerous and you might need to use like weapons and shields?
You have to remember the other reason why the prices of weapons and armor are expensive, Midas.
What is that?
So that a random common person doesn't really get their hands on them.
Not to mention just the time and materials required, and the fact that said materials are actually mostly monopolized by a particular group of thugs.
Truly, they care not for the people like I.
Right, of course. You have all of the love in the world for
For most,
the common person.
for most people, it's better for them to simply train in small arms and learn how to walk up and kill a target and take a life. But even then, you would pay an assassin in silver. If we were to split amongst the 4 of us, 30, 35 gold, when you realize that, it's weeks and weeks worth of wages, even with someone like us, but someone like you someone like you two. Points to Riot and Midas. Isaac could make that amount in a week or maybe even 2 weeks. I make that much quite often, but I split it amongst, providing for those under me and some of my actually paid employees.
You know, I have to say I'm insulted, Artemis. Theoretically, I could make that much in one day.
That's very theoretical, and I'm not sure you want to put that much effort into it, I suppose.
I mean, he's just gonna like dangle one of the Bane salves that he has. This sells for like 10 gold.
That reminds
If
me.
you find a buyer in that amount of time, well, I guess if it's Bane salve, you'll find it pretty quickly.
Exactly.
How is that spider situation going, by the way?
Fantastic. I'm so glad. Because you see, Marcon, when I'm around, usually sticks around me, but now Marcon only sticks around me 75% of the time when I'm at home.
That's good, I suppose.
I know! Marcon's finally doing something else. I'm glad that it was encouraged. No, Marcon is friends with the great spider that we saw before. But friends is... how to say... yes, like how a dog and a master are friends.
Who's the dog and who's the master? Just so...
Marcon is the master. Do not insinuate that Marcon is a dog.
Just comparatively to the spider, I'm only me.
Yes. Do not insinuate Marcon is a dog.
What about a cat? Is that fine?
Maybe my cat.
I'm not going to continue this line of thought.
Marcon gives a smile, or Artemide gives a smile. Well, either way, convergence is soon, and there will be a party on the convergence. Isaac, Artemide says, pulling out a notebook. By the way, I saw these runes on a telescope over there, if you could identify them.
I'm sorry, what?
Before the party. There's a giant telescope that was basking in the moonlight that will be used in convergence. I was able to see the runes and everything of it early. I also drew out a construction of such a thing.
Someone just died.
Oh my god.
Oh no!
See, that's why you need a shield.
People die all the time here, yes.
That's why you need a shield. My point just was proven.
And that's why the shields are so expensive. Isaac's point proven, and Riot's point proven.
Okay.
Anyways, back onto serious topics. I suppose I can take a look at the runes. I'm not going to guarantee that I'll know them. I'm only beginning to understand how astronomy works myself. I've developed a recent interest in it.
It's not just astronomy, it's just magical knowledge in general. I believe that it will serve a huge purpose for the party.
I mean, I'm not doubting that it's going to serve a purpose or those kinds of things, so that's not just astronomy, but you have to remember that runes, or, I mean, I shouldn't say that remember, you might just not know. When trying to understand and, like, decipher runes and such, having an idea of what the intent of it certainly does help when trying to understand what it does.
I could
Apparently
aid
it's
as well.
supposed to be something big, something fancy, start some sort of big event, and interact with the moonlight.
Oh. You can see Isaac's enthusiasm has, like, significantly waned.
I can aid you as well. I'm quite versed in magic and the like.
Perhaps I'll need the help.
Well, you two have fun looking at that over. Rad, I'm glad that your day was good. I'll see if I can find any leads on the bounty board. Though Isaac...
I was actually going to say, what did you do after you left the, Institute? You did walk off. I'm curious what you got up to.
Oh, besides with the students, you mean?
Yes.
I met with a friend. I actually want to talk to you, and how much coin you can make within a short amount of time. I can put down a partial down payment on something, but I wish to have a second suitor.
What are you looking for?
Coin, and the purchasing of a orphanage.
That's... in what location?
The orphanage is, it's not necessarily nearby. It's called Sister Gale's orphanage. It's overseen by the god Beargard.
I understand, but the reason I'm asking the location is that'll, give me a little bit of a ballpark on how much gold you're going to need for something like that.
It will... We're gonna look at least... Artemis thinks about it. We can't pay the full amount instantaneously, but as long as we had a down payment of at least 50 to 100 gold, we could think on it.
Oh god, that's...
We will be supported by the Church of Beogard, and you will be supported by me.
That's a decent amount. I'd need to spend a couple days just doing nothing but working on items.
I thought you could make that much in a day.
I said 10 gold. 50 gold, though, will take me... Well, if everything sells well, it could take me about a week to get 50. Though I need the materials, of course.
The point is just to have money before the convergence. Just enough to combat any argumentative offers.
Sure. Right.
I could always offer you a loan if you need it. I just came into some wealth myself. I haven't categorized yet, but...
We will see.
I can work on it. Provide me some tire and spider blood. I can provide you some bane salve. Maybe have some of your runners look for some things for me. Try to get discounts on them. And I'll be able to make some more potions.
Certainly. You should be able to be assisted by Sadie as well.
Right, of course. But he's going to look over Sadie. She's still learning quite a bit. She can... At present, I don't want to have her touching any of the potions for fear of what might happen if it exploded. On the other hand, I do know someone who could perhaps help here. I'm gonna need to visit another one of my friends. Another person I would have preferred to not introduce to you.
You have more friends?
You have more friends?
I have been in the city for years. I know people.
Yes, you've been in the city for years, so that would equate to 1 or 2 friends besides myself.
To be fair, all I ever see you do is, hang out in your room.
All you ever see me do is work, I suppose.
In your room?
I mean, it's not like I have a lab. My room is very nice. It's not exactly, high end, but I keep it very nice and clean.
Fair enough. Right, do you have friends?
Ryad's got me, Artemis says, and, puts an arm through his elbow. Or, the loop of his elbow.
And I would say I'm friends to all, so I don't count.
Right, of course you would. I'll need to head down to the docks, perhaps, tomorrow and speak with... I have a friend in the Valkyrie, you see. She helps me to sell some of my things for better prices. I need to talk to her. Perhaps she might be able to assist you if you speak to her and perhaps convince her of this orphanage's plight, but, I mean, she is a merchant in the end. If she can't smell the money, she wouldn't do anything.
Why do you need an orphanage, by the way? I don't... Are you going to...
I thought you were a friend to people. What?
I am, but I know you are not.
I am very much so a friend to people. I treat my slaves very well.
Yes. So are you going to make these children slaves? Because I would be disagreed.
I would not make these children slaves. Why would you need to enslave children? If you really wish to aim for such a thing, then you don't put iron bonds on them. You enslave them with chains of love, or indebtment, or, that sort of thing. Manipulate them as they grow up.
That sounds evil.
Isaac, glances towards Sadie for a moment.
Sadie does not look surprised, but also, I mean, you could do an insight, just sort of perception to try and get a read on Sadie.
Sure, he might as well. After all, Isaac is still like half convinced that the real reason Sadie's there is just to keep an eye on him. Perception. No. She's got a great poker face.
Yeah. Sadie doesn't seem to be surprised in particular. But also doesn't really seem phased by the comment. You can tell that she acts a bit differently around Artemide, but not necessarily in like a head over heels sort of fashion.
Not in a Macan way.
So you just felt charitable, and you want to buy an orphanage?
I feel charitable, and it also takes against somebody that I don't particularly, have an affinity towards.
So once again, why are you doing this?
It keeps things out of other people's hands.
Yes,
Keeps
but
everybody here safe. And I honestly don't mind the presence of children.
sure. I suppose if you don't want to answer, you don't need to answer. But, I mean...
It's not dark rituals. If that helps ease your burden.
I don't care about that?
Really? You wouldn't care about that? I'm learning some things about you.
Midas, if I had an issue with that, I would have killed you when we first met. You're a necromancer.
A, I do not use children. I have more class than that. And B, I do it because I know I am good.
Right, of course, and they certainly think they're the greatest good in the world as well.
Well, they're wrong.
Artemide just listens to this as she flickers a Valkyrium coin between her fingers.
Ugh. Just looking at that makes my stomach turn.
And Valkyrium at money, at coin.
And Valkyrium, of course.
And why is that?
What do you think?
She shrugs.
I know that you have Mertaculum coins. There's no reason that you'd be specifically, playing with a Valkyrium coin unless it's to unnerve one of us.
She again just shrugs a little bit.
Ryad, are you there?
The other.
You notice some figures approaching the door. Out of the shadows, 6 guards wearing red cloaks come up to the doorway. Go ahead and make a perception check. Or if you have observation, you could do that.
I think I have some observation.
Nice. You notice a couple of them stumbling a little bit, like wavering. The guy in the center, right here, like a good-looking human male. He says, "We've heard this is a nice place. Is our coin good here?"
I guess, would Artemide have said anything about letting the Red Guard in as customers?
She would have said about letting them into specific other locations, such as the backpack. But besides that, no. I have, they can try any of the current slaves that are not under use. Exactly, Midas.
The dog is freaking out.
But yes.
He says, "So could we come in, Batagi?" That sounds like a yes.
That does sound like yes.
Incredible. That sounds like a yes to you. That sounds like a no to me.
That sounds like Matagi. I don't speak your language. I'm sorry.
No, he's actually very nice.
I might have spent a night with the god myself if I didn't promise to spend it with my Khan.
Rad's typing. You are allowed in if you have the coin. He nods, and they walk by Ryad. You guys notice the 6 guards come in. Wherever you guys are, maybe if are you guys like in the main room, or are you guys like on a second floor looking down from the rafters, or
Yes.
something like that?
Yes, Artemis' room looks down to the first floor and the outside.
Yeah, that's cool. So yeah, you notice the Red Guard come in to frequent the establishment, and that's where we're gonna go ahead and end it for the night.
Alright, thank you for the game.
That's fun. All.
Yeah, thank you.
I'm sorry you weren't all part of the fight, but maybe that's that.
Maybe next time.
Next on Demon Gate.
Next time on Demon Gate, we rob a bank for no reason.